even the message could be said in a way in which it's received a lot better. Like you can say some harsh things or things that people are not gonna like in a way that's like, hey, you know, that's how I say it. It's like, hey, look, this is how I say messages that don't resonate with people or bother people. This is how I do it. Like, yo, look, you know, there's people out there that think this. And then the way I get away with it, that's what I'm saying. On this channel, I'm gonna always get away with saying whatever I want to say because this is how I'm gonna frame it. Yo, you already know what it is. Your boy Ronald West. I'm here with Xavier Carnegie, and you're watching Say Word.
Yes, sir.
Full disclaimer, this channel is an entertainment channel. The things that are said are meant to have shock value. That being said, we only aim to start a conversation and not hurt people's feelings. Let's get into it. That's for all of those cancel culture people. I hate cancel culture. Cancel culture. I hate it. I don't understand it. I feel like it's really like people who are afraid to hear other people's opinion culture and can't handle other people's opinion culture. I don't think there's anything that could possibly be said that can bother me.
Yeah, I mean, cancel culture whack. The whole concept of like, I don't agree with what you said. Hey yo, all right, so check this out. Me and my wife was talking about this last night. Think about cancel culture, right? And apply it to the Will Smith situation. Like, yeah, like him smacking old boy is effed up, right? And they'll deal with that, and you know what I mean, he'll work through that, whatever. But they pulling down murals in Philadelphia of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to these type of extents. And it's like, you ain't really rock with me anyway with this cancel culture, bro. Because nobody's perfect. I effed up right there, but that means anything I've done prior doesn't count. You want to take away the Golden Globe Award, so the work I did to get it doesn't count? Like, you can have it then if that's what it is, bro. Like, if that's what it is, you can keep that shit.
Right. You know what's crazy? I can't see affluent people or people that are doing well that'll be willing to cancel somebody like that. I can always see like people that aren't doing well, like crabs in a barrel syndrome. I can see those people doing the canceling. But if there's like an affluent person, like I think Jim Carrey was like almost into that type of like cancel Will Smith, like he needs to be sued type shit. You know, if people like that are saying it, then it's like, oh man, like I kind of understand it. But if people that like, you know, who have other issues, like, you know, I don't know what is it about somebody you just want to cancel them? Like, you know, you're also like taking away food off their table too at the same time. Do people think about that?
Yeah, and I think that's what they get off on, but bro, subconsciously, I think like causing pain to you and knowing that their actions is causing you pain, I think is where this cancel culture get off. Like, I know that I wrote a strongly worded letter to your supervisor that got you fired. God, I feel good about that. That's cancel culture at its finest. Writing letters to your supervisor to get you in trouble. That's what cancel culture is. And they get off on that. And that comes in like all like demographics and financial brackets. Right. It's just a mindset. You cats are whack for that. That whole cancel culture is weak.
The problem I have with it is like the philosophy of it on the subconscious. It's like I can't see myself being involved in it because it's like me giving you power. You said something that affected me so much that it just changed my whole like way of thinking and philosophy, my way of being, that I gotta cancel you. It's like I would like to think that there's nobody that can affect me like that. You know, affect you one thing, but infect you, like that's another thing. Of course, the things people say can like, oh, make you know think about something. I get it, but to make you change and feel sick and just want to attack somebody, that's being infected, and that's the difference, I guess.
You know what? I think it's more about the atmosphere we created as a society of this whole, you can't do or say anything to hurt my feelings. And if you do, I have the right to retaliate in a manner in which is to cause you harm or take something away from you. And since we created that, like, only say nice things community, right, this is the result of that.
Right.
So, all right. So you're a comedian and you said a joke that was racist, right? Let's just put it out there, right? You're a comedian and you said a racist joke,
right?
Which I agree with or not. Now I'm going to take everything away from you because you said that. even though I don't agree with the racist statement you made, I also don't agree with like taking everything you've ever done. Like, I don't think that justifies. I don't think that's a cool way to approach it.
Does it even work? Like, do people really get canceled? I don't even think it works. Like, because I always hear about cancel culture, but I still hear about those same people still being popular.
I think it could stall or stunt your growth, depending on where you are in your career as far as being canceled.
Right.
Think of it from a concept of, let's say, a radio DJ, right? You get canceled. You might get fired from your radio station. You lost your job. I mean, is that the end of you? No. Will it be hard for you to get the next radio gig? Probably.
Right.
But you'll find one.
That's why I'm so into like creating your own. So like at the end of the day, like even if you get canceled, you're just making another thing because, you know, at the end of the day, you're the one that runs the whole thing. It's like, I have to be on air because I'm creating the air.
Look at it this way. Me and my wife was watching, I forgot we were watching yesterday, and she discovered Boosie. And I don't know if you follow like Lil Boosie online, but he says a lot of off the wall ish that a lot of people agree with, a lot of people resonated with, and like a lot of people try to cancel him, but he comes from the standpoint, look, I did my rapping, I got my money, I'm good, there's nothing you can take away from me, I'm comfortable in my space, I have all my own power, so I get to speak my truth regardless of how you feel. So that's more to your point, like, yeah, you got to put yourself in a position of power and make sure yours is yours, so that way nobody can't take it from you.
Right.
Once you're in that position, then you can speak your mind all day. But if you're not, that's the part you got to be worried about, because your truth could, you know what I mean? Someone else could not agree with it so much, they could decide to take your job away, you know, take your wife's job, your friend's job that's associated with you. Like, that's where we are today with that type of stuff.
And right. And to your point, let me just make this said, like, to the people that are watching, the purpose of this channel is to get close as we can to that line without crossing it, because genuinely we both have good hearts and we don't mean to hurt anybody. But at the end of the day, there are conversations that I'm upset that people don't have, and I want to have those conversations, and that's what this channel is going to bring. And like I said, it's never meant to hurt anybody's feelings, but we will have those conversations because you can't cancel us. It is what it is. Like, we can't be canceled. You know, just had to make that known real quick.
I want to give him his props on that, because he's been doing a lot of that. Like, even when it came to like Dwayne Wade and having this issue with his now daughter,
right?
And he was saying a lot of ish that a lot of people were thinking at the time. Even though if you want to be supportive, which is fine, he was saying, hey, from someone who don't really understand this, a child that age can't make such rash decisions. That's all I'm saying. And a lot of people were coming after him, but a lot of people agreed with the concept, but nobody was, no one wanted to say it though. And that's what
it's all about how you say it. It's all about how you say it, man. I really think it's all about how you say it. Like,
but you know me though, I'm also from the camp of focus on the message, not the messenger. Like, did what I say was what I said true?
No, but what I'm saying is
your feelings.
Even the message could be said in a way in which it's received a lot better. Like, you can say some harsh things or things that people are not going to like in a way that's like, hey, you know, I'm restored. That's how I say it. It's like, hey, look, this is how I say messages that don't resonate with people or bother people. This is how I do it. Like, yo, look, do you know there's people out there that think this? And then the way I get away with it, that's what I'm saying. On this channel, I'm gonna always get away with saying whatever I want to say, because this is how I'm gonna frame it. Now, you know, people think like this, right? I'm not saying I'm thinking like that, but a lot of people are saying this, and I just might cancel us because that's the way we're framing it, and that's where the key is. So if anybody wants to try to copy and do the same thing we're doing with these type of conversations, just be able to come across like this with the rough stuff. Hey, this is what people are saying.
I ain't the only one.
But there's some people who have these type of viewpoints. And I think when you bring it across that way, I'm not saying I agree, but I want to have a discussion about these different viewpoints. That's all.
I dig that. That's a nicer way. That's a more palatable way to get a harsh point across.
That's all.
I dig that.
You know, it's like,
yeah, cancel culture's whack. With all I said, cancel culture's whack.
Right.
Hey, yo, like let me just put this out there, bro. Any adult that is older than 30, 33, and you buy into cancel culture, you are double whack. Because you from an era where that's not even cool. Mm-hmm. Like these new age people, they don't know no better. We'll work through them with the cancel culture. But if you like 33 and older and you dig this cancel culture, you take a double L. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, yeah. Unless now here I throw the hands up. Unless you're suicidal and people are saying things that's moving you more towards your suicide. You understand? Unless that's the case, then it's like, let somebody know, like, look, Xavier, I'm suicidal. You talked about waffle colored Negroes. It's bothering me. And I was just about to jump off the roof and I was saying, you know what? I'm not going to do it. But then I heard your content and it got me closer to it. Like, that's what the problem is? Or is it just, I heard your content, I didn't like it. I'm so important. So I think you need to be canceled. Me and about 40 other people feel you need to be canceled.
Hey, yo, if I ever say anything, right, that gets a person to the point where they like wants to unalive themselves and they take the time out to send me a message to let me know I offended them where they want to unalive themselves, I would rather have that discussion and figure out what I said that was so harshful that caused you to get to that point. All right. That's the first part. Then I'm going to decide if I feel it's to that measure, it should have gotten you to that point. And we're still going to talk it through. And I definitely want to help you not want to unalive yourself. But I'm also not going to be restricted by what I said based on your level of sensitivity.
Right.
I'm not going to play that game either.